And make sure you fill out the application properly, otherwise you will get a rejection. How to get a visa to get into Cameroon from the US specifically. What's up, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm in the middle of actually editing my Cameroon vlog, which is gonna be released January 12th. So by the time that this video I'm filming comes out, you should have seen my Cameroon vlog. And if you haven't, I will link it here so you can go check it out. It is a very good vlog, if I do say so myself, you know. But anyways, keeping up with the Cameroon theme, in case you're wondering, I'm deep conditioning on my hair. It's just what I do once or twice a week. So keeping up with the Cameroon theme, we're gonna discuss how to get a visa to get into Cameroon from the US specifically. Because if you do have a US passport, traveling to Cameroon, you must get a visa. It's not like going from the US to any European country like France or England, where you can just get a ticket on Delta and you just hop on an airplane and go. You must get a visa and you must get yellow fever immunization or yellow fever shots. So we're going to discuss that a little bit more. I did mention this in my video from 2020 about traveling to Cameroon. I think it was the first point that I made. Also need a visa. To get one, just type into the Google search bar, Cameroonian visa for US citizens. Like, nah, just kidding. But I mean, that's one option. Option 2 is visiting the website CameroonEmbassyUSA.org. That's CameroonEmbassyUSA.org to get all the information you need. Option 3, if you happen to live in the Washington, DC area, because that's where the Cameroonian embassy is located, in Washington, DC, you could call ahead and make an appointment if you prefer that person-to-person interaction. Or if there's a Cameroonian consulate close by, you could go there too. But apparently I wasn't very clear, because I did get at least 3 questions in my comment section asking the same question. And to be fair, I breezed by it because I wasn't trying to spend too much time on that specific topic when I had other points to make. So in this video, we are going to go step by step. I'm going to share my screen with you so you see what I'm doing, and that way it will be easier for you. It's really not as daunting as it seems. It's really easy once you have all your paperwork sorted. So if that's something that interests you, keep watching. All right, I think I'm recording. Okay, so you should be able to see me in the corner of your screen while you see what's on my screen. So I already went ahead and typed in Cameroon Embassy visa application into Google. And you can see this one's purple already, so you know I visited this website recently. So as you can see here, it says www.CameroonEmbassyUSA.org. So we're gonna actually click on this, and it takes you directly to the checklist. So it makes things way easier for you. Let's go back so I can show you what the website looks like in case you get confused. If it's your first time, this is what you might want to click on to get more information. So you can just go ahead and read this, give it at least 2 weeks. I got mine within 7 days or something like that. But yeah, I want to say give it at least 2 weeks. So you definitely don't want to be applying for your visa when you're traveling like the next month. You want to have it way in advance. And one thing I should mention, let me now look at the camera. One thing I should mention is, like, you also may wanna, I have to verify this with my mom. I think, especially if it's your first time traveling from the US specifically to Cameroon, because I know a lot of people watch me who don't live in the US. I'm talking to those specifically living in the US trying to travel to Cameroon. I don't know how other countries work. So if you travel from the US to Cameroon and you've never been, so you have a US passport, that is, I think, because they will ask you, when you read all of this information, they'll ask you for like your flight information. But I feel like you should have your visa approved before you buy your flight. Okay, so I lied about this. So you do need to buy your flight before you apply for the visa, because on the visa application, they do ask for your flight information. So just to make that correction before we move any further, I do correct myself later on in the video, but just so you know that you do need your flight. Let them know when you're going. Give them the time frame. If it's going to be in, let's say, October, between the 16th to the 31st, tell them it's going to be 2 weeks, because that also matters. Prices for the length of stay does matter. You see, it says your short stay, long stay, and how much the visa will cost. So hopefully so far you guys are following. You're following. So let's go back to the other page. So I think you have to print this out. You're gonna need 2 copies for one person. Yes, you need to print this out. So obviously they posted this at the height of COVID. I did send them a copy of my COVID vaccination card. I don't think you really need it. I don't think you need it, but I just sent it just to be on the safe side. As a matter of fact, once we landed in Cameroon, we did have a COVID test, which was so weird because like even the person who was assisting, because my mom needed a wheelchair, so the guy who was assisting us was like, those COVID tests are useless because you're not really doing anything with it, because my mom had even asked like how long before we know the result, but like we were leaving as my mom was asking. So I just think they do it as protocol, but like as it is now, we don't really need it, but we still got it done. So okay, let's go to requirement for visa in case you've never gotten one. You obviously will need your passport, so you're gonna send 2 passport size pictures, which you can just get done at CVS near you, and I think it cost me $16 for 2 copies. You can obviously get more, so you don't have to keep going to CVS whenever you're traveling. It says you need a prepaid return envelope with tracking number, and let's see, like I said, you need your original passport, and you definitely want to make a photocopy of the inside of your passport just in case it gets lost. It won't, but just in case. And something else that's very, very important that you must take before you even apply for the visa is the yellow fever. Point number 3, and this is very important, your shots. A yellow fever shot is required. Now I remember it being around $140 to $160. So I went to get this done at Passport Health. So what I did was I typed in Google where to get yellow fever, because you can't really get it at any of your local drugstores, because if you don't have that when you apply for your visa, you will get rejected. It is a must. Something else you could get is typhoid fever, but it's not like necessary. Yellow fever is a must. Apparently you can get it done at Walgreens. I didn't know that. Okay, so this is what I clicked on, Passport Health USA. Now these ones are a bit expensive. So I went on this website and then I booked a reservation. Book your visit online. It was somewhere in Center City. Center City is downtown Philly. We don't call it downtown Philly. If you call it downtown Philadelphia, we know that you're from out of state or you're not from town. It's called Center City, Philly, which is why I took an Uber or a Lyft there, because driving in the city is crazy. This was back in like July or August. So I went there and it cost me a grand total of $445.
Bitch, what?
I'll see if I can insert the receipt somewhere in the screen here, because the office visit alone was about, I don't know if it was $70 or $90, which is just crazy to me. And then paying for the shot itself was like, was it $345 or $375? Something like that. So the grand total was $445 at this passport place. And once you go to this passport place, obviously you're trying to make money, so they'll try to sell you all these things. Some of which are necessary. She was trying to sell me like water bottles, because obviously you cannot drink the water there, the tap water there. You have to drink bottled water. But as you saw in my vlog, there's bottled water in Cameroon. There's Supermont and Tanguy. Those are the 2 main bottled water companies. Just like here, we have Dasani, Deer Park, Zephyr Hills, Evian, whatever like that. So you don't really need to buy whatever you're selling you at this Passport Health place. So you're selling it to people who have never been. And then another thing that you have to take is the pill called Doxycycline. Again, I will insert it here, the name of it and actually what it looks like. I believe she had told me that you can get it sent to your local pharmacy like Walgreens or Giants. You can have it sent, you can call ahead, have it sent there, or you can come back to the place and have it there. But she did say it will cost, she said $5 per pill. Now you do the math. If it's 12 pills and it's $5 per pill, the whole thing is $60. This is for one person. And I think you have to start taking it maybe a week before you travel. She'll give you all this information, or he will give you all this information once you go there. But this is just one option, the Passport Health. Hi, editing Yaya again. So I believe you have to start taking it a few days before your departure, during your trip, and a few days afterwards. I think the other option is going again to Walgreens, as it says on here. Alright, so it's totally unrelated, but I feel I should mention it because some people do pay attention the way I pay attention when I'm watching someone's video. All those tabs I have opened up there, at the very top you can see it says Kurashika, albinos. That's all research for a video I have coming up. I don't know if this video is going to air before or after. It's a video about Cameroonian superstitions, which I do have a video on. Now this is going to be the follow-up video, and I was doing some research. I mean, these are things that I already know, but for some reason, like, you always gotta like back up whatever you're saying here online. So yeah, I was doing some research on twins, but I don't want to give away too much about the video. But yeah, that's what is up there, in case you're wondering why I have so many tabs open. And also, I'm getting ready to like record that video, and once I edit it and everything, I want to have those tabs already ready to go for links that I will put in my description box, so that you guys can check out that information for yourselves if you would like to. I always like to link my sources. I'm not sure about that. You probably could, or there are other places you can get it done for way less. It's not coming to my mind right now because I'm recording this early in the morning. Obviously, I'm not wearing that orange shirt again, so this is the following day. And my brain is a little fuzzy, but there's another cheaper alternative versus going to Passport Health. But this is the first thing I saw. I clicked on it. I wanted to get it out of the way. I wasn't trying to like shop around, which is probably not a very good idea. But yeah, that's one option. That's the option I used. I think my mom was able to get her shot somewhere else, which cost her way less than $400. So if you're staying for about 3 months, you're going to be paying $93, and you must pay with a money order. I think it says it on here too. Yes, it says must be paid with money order or cashier's check. So you're not giving cash. I'm just assuming a lot of you are not going to be spending more than 3 months there. So it's $93 per person. And if you're staying longer, so like 6 months, it says you're going to pay $275. It says for United States citizens only. So you're going to be paying $275, which is pretty hefty. So I was going to say I don't know why you would be staying there for 6 months, but yeah. That's how much you would pay. So I'm assuming a lot of you are going to be staying under 3 months, so you want to get your $93 money order ready and make it payable to the Embassy of Cameroon. Yeah, so basically just read all the instructions here. If you're going with a child, there's different steps you need to take if you're traveling with a child. And make sure you fill out the application properly, otherwise you'll get a rejection. They don't be playing, so you want to fill it out properly. They have it in English and French, so you can't really get that wrong. I think somewhere on the application they ask you for references in Cameroon, or like who you're going to be staying with. You can just put like your hotel if you have booked a hotel there already. So like I said, you might want to wait till you get your visa before you get your plane ticket. Or if you're confident that you're going to get your visa, follow all the steps, you will get your visa. So you can also just get your plane ticket ahead of time, and then you give them your flight information. I could be wrong, but I think, yeah, you also could get your flight, because they might need your flight information on here to make sure you are returning. Yeah, it says travel itinerary here. Place of departure, so we were leaving from JFK airport in New York, so we put that there. And we left on December 2nd. We came back on the 13th. So yeah, you definitely want to fill all of that out. So you'll need your travel itinerary, like your passport, not a copy of it, your 2x2 passport size pictures, a copy of your yellow fever, that you've taken your yellow fever. And I'll see if I can insert what it looks like here also at this point. And then, actually, you know what? You do need a copy of your flight trip reservation. So yeah, go ahead and book that flight before you ask for the visa. I think I covered all bases. And obviously your passport needs to be valid. So it says all of that stuff here. And yeah, I think that's it. If you guys have any questions or I didn't cover anything, please feel free to reach out in my comments and ask me more questions. But I think I covered everything. So once you get all of this filled out, again, you need 2 copies. You put it in your envelope, put all the requirements in the envelope, and ask for a return envelope and a tracking number. And they emailed me. Once they received it, they emailed me. Now, it might not be in your inbox. It might be in your, not your trash, but your, I can't think right now. It's too early. I'll insert the words on the screen here. I'm having a senior moment here. But it might not be in your inbox, but be on the lookout for it. They will email you once they receive it, and they'll email you once it's gotten approved. And then they'll send it back to you with your passport and everything. And again, I'll also insert what the visa should look like once they put the visa in your, once they stamp it and put everything in your passport. I'll show you what it should look like on the screen right now. That's all I got. I hope this was helpful. I hope I wasn't babbling a lot. And thank you for watching. And also be sure to like, share, subscribe, and check out my other videos. My Cameroon vlog came out last week. Be sure to check that out. And check out all of my other Cameroon videos. I will link it somewhere here in this corner. Or maybe it's here. I always get confused. I'll link it up here. So yeah, just keep watching. Like I said, I've switched up my posting schedule. I'm now posting on Friday because Tuesday was rubbish. Nobody watched my videos on Tuesday, so I'm posting on Fridays. And if I have bonus videos, I'll have those on Sundays. I'm trying to post twice a week, at least for January, because I've been gone for a while, gone from YouTube for a while. So I want the algorithm to know that I'm back so you guys can see my videos. And then in February, I think I'm going to go back to just posting once a week. So that's on Friday. Again, I post every Fridays now and some Sundays. But like I said, for January, I'm going to try to post twice a week, Fridays and Sundays. And February, I'll be back to once a week. I don't want to burn myself out like I did back in 2021, where in January and February, I posted 3 times a week. Ridiculous, ridiculous. My videos were good too, but I was burnt out after that. Like, share, subscribe, make comments, send me your questions if I was unclear, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, bye.